just wanna caress. But believe me, my baby, you blessed. And even your smile, I love when you talk. I wanna rearrange the way that you walk. Back to that ass, I'm loving that jiggle. Knowing damn well I should be in the middle. I cannot lie, sometimes visualize me moving them panties right off to the side. Can you really just peep what I'm saying? Baby girl, but I know you amazing. Amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, season 3. Y'all already know what time it is. I'm your host, Jay Majors. This is Official Abs Naughty Nights, season 3. Y'all already know what time it is. I got a very, very, very special guest, Brooklyn's own.
Hello.
Juju THICKUMZ. And as you can see, why they call her THICKUMZ. Let her introduce herself to everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
talk to the people.
What's up? It's your girl Juju, born and raised in Brooklyn, so you already know how that go. We about to have a good time.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna be a good episode. Definitely.
Very good.
We're gonna start shit off the right way.
Right.
Okay. Follow me on Instagram, JU_THICKUMZ, THICKUMZ.
Right. You already know we're gonna make sure we put that information.
Oh
out
yeah.
there.
Sorry about that.
That's all good. Don't trip. So this is how we kick things off. Just so you know, have you ever been privy to any of the Naughty Night interviews that I've done before? Like, have you seen anything?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
So I'm well aware.
Okay, that's good. So if you know, or maybe you're not too familiar with this, but we start things off by, I want to get to know what kind of individual. Like, it's 3 tiers, I like to say, right? There's the freak tier, there's the nasty tier, and there's the high sex drive freak tier, and then there's the nasty tier. Where would you put yourself at in them 3 categories?
Nasty.
Cool. So we're gonna go with that, right? So, what do you feel makes you nasty? What do you? Matter of fact, that's exactly right. What do you feel makes you nasty?
I'm open to try new things in the bedroom and different things that most people aren't usually into, and I enjoy doing it.
Okay.
So I would consider myself nasty.
We're gonna see. Don't trip. We're gonna see what the
If you know me, you know.
Oh.
If you know, you know.
All right. Well then, there we go. Talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But all right. So you say we're freak. All right. We're gonna delve into this thing, right? What do you say? Like, what turns you on in them dude? First off, like, what qualities you look for in a dude in terms of like on the
sexually, right? Of course. Well, of course, physical attraction. I mean, that should be number 1. Right. That's the first thing that we look at when we look at somebody. So, physical attraction has to be there, period. So, that correlates into sexual, sexual turn on. Mm-hmm. I like a street smart nigga with a book smart nigga as well. You feel me? Gotta have the best of both worlds. Okay. Yeah, definitely. He doesn't have to be somewhat educated, but he has to have common sense and at least know how to put together. If you got to know how to write an essay. You got to be able to write an essay, and everything has to be correct, grammar, punctuation, everything.
You got to be on point.
You got to at least be able to write an essay.
Okay.
Like, put together something and
Right.
I can't be with a dumb.
I feel you.
So,
can't be with a dirty. I feel you.
Definitely, yeah. Okay. I mean, of course, it's the stuff, the regular shit that us women always want, basically, as well.
Physically, what's your, in terms of a dude, like tall, short, you know what I'm saying, like fat?
He has to at least be taller than me. He doesn't have to be tall, but taller than me at least.
Okay. How tall are you, just for the people?
5'6".
Okay.
I don't like big dudes. I'm a big girl, so I feel like when you 2 big people together don't really go together. It's too much.
Big girl, who said?
But you get what I'm saying. I mean, I have a little extra cushion for the pushing, so you got to be able to. Together, I feel like a slimmer, man can get up in the crevices.
Okay.
So right. I like a smaller man rather than a bigger man, and then. Skinny niggas be having big dicks too, so you know how that go. But anyways.
Well, I mean, you know how that go.
I mean, I know how that go.
Right,
I apologize.
Right, you know how that go. Shit, all right. But continue. Cheers to you, by the way, too.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hygiene, nice smile.
Right.
Yeah.
Shit
I
like
see,
that.
goal oriented. has to be motivated. He has to have some type of good work ethic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I went from physical back into.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
oh,
I'm
physical.
like, we went back to that
physical.
shit. Physical.
His penis has to be at least 7 inches. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, was it getting there yet? Oh, it wasn't there.
Thing,
oh,
man.
I thought we went
man.
there.
Do your thing.
More on the slimmer side. I don't mind a little bit of thickness, but you can't be.
Just not a hefty.
You can't be hefty. You can't be hefty.
Okay.
I want to be the hefty one.
Okay, talk about it.
But yeah, it's a nice 7 inches with some girth.
You in there? Gotcha.
I feel like that's suitable. I love chocolate men.
Okay.
I love black men. Okay, so that's my.
That's your preference.
That's my preference.
Okay.
Love chocolate. Love caramels. Love dark chocolate. Yeah.
She's
nice teeth.
hitting a nigga with the Hershey's bag.
Right. Yeah, nice teeth.
Right.
Good hygiene. You know, charismatic.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
So back to you now, right?
Yeah.
Since we know what you like from the opposite sex now, right? Now, in terms of like, what do you feel your best qualities are in terms of like sexual? Matter of fact, don't even answer that. Let me break this down. On a 1 to 10 ratio, how much do you like giving head?
How much do I like giving head?
Yeah, on a 1 to 10. Matter of fact, not even how much you like it. How good are you? If you had to rate yourself,
okay.
if you had to rate yourself, what would you give yourself? Be honest.
I always leave room for improvement. That's in anything. So I would never give myself a 10. I mean, you could be good at head, but you also got to try new shit when it comes, try different shit when it comes to head. You just can't be basic and just give regular head. You know what I'm saying? Incorporate things into it, make it a little nasty, suck on the balls. You know what I'm saying? I give myself a solid 8.5, but if you ask dudes, they would definitely at least say a 9. But I want to give myself room for improvement.
So you said 8.5?
So 8.5. I would say 8.5.
So
8.5.
I want to help. How can you get yourself to a 10? What do you feel you need to do to make yourself get to a 10? Let's figure this out. Let's get to the root of this problem.
I mean, sometimes it depends on how into it I am. Sometimes, I want to give my A1 performance every time, but sometimes I could get, you know what I'm saying? I could get a little bit nastier.
Right.
And it also depends on the preference of the man and what he likes and what he doesn't like and the boundaries. So that also plays a part. So it just depends on the man and what are we doing at the moment, because I could give myself a 10-star performance. I could do a 10-star performance, and then sometimes I might just give 8. It just depends on how I'm into it at that moment, But I always try to. It's still either way. It's always going to be an amazing performance. You get what I'm saying? But I just yeah.
Okay. So, how you like giving head? Like, you like standing up, laying down? Like, how do you like doing?
It depends on the height of the man as well. I think that plays a part. The height of the bed, proportion to the man, things of that nature. I like being on my knees. With certain men. I wouldn't just do that with anybody, but I would do that. That would be
why
my
you have to
ultimate.
throw that disclaimer in there? Like,
I don't know, because I don't know.
You don't have to say that, because when we say these, or when I ask these questions, I obviously under the guise that it's going to be somebody that you into, or whatever. At the end of the day.
So somebody that I would. Okay, of course.
Whatever it doesn't matter if it's somebody you knew for 10 years, whatever.
It depends on the vibe. It depends on the position of how he is at that moment as well. But I prefer I like to be on my knees, or like, if I'm sitting like this, straight on, or if I decide I want to show out a little bit, of course, him laying down, and then me ass up in the air, shaking my ass while I'm doing what I'm doing, bent over basically like this, have him laying down. It just depends on the vibe, how it's already playing out with position-wise. Yeah.
I had to pour a drink for that one.
We both gonna pour a drink about that one.
I'm saying, shit like that to get you into heaven. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm trying to.
You trying to
stay ready, so I'm gonna get ready.
That's the type of attitude I like to hit. That is the type of attitude I like to hit. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you something.
The Brooklyn way.
Right or wrong. So, what do you prefer? Like, if it's up to you now, you prefer to be face painted or you prefer to swallow?
Swallow. I don't spit. I swallow. That's a given. If I'm gonna complete the task, I'm gonna complete the task. So I'm definitely gonna swallow. But I like face painting. It's if that's what he prefers, if that's what he likes, yeah. Just don't get it in my eye, because that shit burns like a motherfucker. That shit burns. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. That shit burns.
You definitely getting into heaven. Okay.
I hope so. I did enough good deeds in my life.
I'm not mad at you. So I got a question, right? Mm-hmm. Let's just say hypothetically, right? Mm-hmm. You could have kids. They found the scientific way for you to have kids from swallowing semen. Would you still like giving head and swallowing?
No.
Man, so you ain't gonna just say fuck it?
No, unless birth control is gonna stop that too.
Okay.
If birth control is gonna prevent,
I didn't think that far into the
right.
to my crazy thoughts.
I mean, if birth control is gonna stop, prevent that from happening, then yeah, I would continue to do it. But if not, then no, I wouldn't, because I don't want kids at the moment, so I wouldn't do it.
I'm saying in general, yeah.
He would have to respect that.
Well, not even in that aspect, but I feel you. Okay. I like that. That was just a crazy little thought I just came up with. I was just like, man, I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember a famous line Jada was saying, can have babies out of her mouth. And I was like, what if she could? You know what I'm saying? My fault. That was just a little,
I hear that.
Yeah, But anyway, okay, so 8.5, you're going to get 10. You know what I'm saying? Just strive to be the best. That's
always. It. Of course. You always strive to be the best. But like I said, you always got to leave room for improvement.
Right.
But you always got to give your, put your best foot forward in anything you do.
What's your, what's your off limits? Like, what's off limits sexually for you? Like, if you have any, things that's off limits.
I know I do. I'm trying to think.
All right, don't worry. We'll get to it.
God
don't
damn,
worry about it.
It's very limited.
It's cool. Don't worry. We'll figure it out.
It's a very limited. You know what? Honestly, see, I lost my virginity at 15, but I did it anally before I did it vaginally. Mm-hmm. So I lost my virginity anally at 15 and 16 vaginally. So but now I've done that throughout my years of anal, whatever, but I honestly, it's not something I want to do. I don't know, and I feel like it just feels, I don't know. I just prefer vaginal sex 100%.
But hold on, so you gotta explain, how did that happen? Like, what did you think something crazy I want to still be a virgin?
Yeah,
exactly.
My analogy was, well, I'm not giving it to him.
But you wanted to give it.
I'm just being honest. This is what it was. I'm not giving it to him vaginally, but he can get. I was, I was a little advanced when it came sexually to certain things. Not as far as actually doing it, but just knowledge and how I felt about myself.
How do you feel about self-pleasuring? Are you a person that plays with yourself? Yes.
I have a rose. The rose might be the best toy I've ever encountered. I haven't really encountered much. I do have dildos. I rarely use dildos. I'm not a person. I prefer actual penis. And if we're gonna use a dildo, I prefer somebody else to use it. I don't like to feel myself pleasuring myself. I feel it's a weird feeling. Have I done it? Yes. Okay. I'm more of a humper than I'm not getting into that, but I'm more of a humper than anything. I like to, you know what I'm saying, where stimulate the clit more so than anything.
Okay, got you.
So, but I might get my moments. I do have dildos, 3 different sizes. I have a strap, I have nipple clamps, I have handcuffs, I got the works. I have all of that, you know what I'm saying? I have some stuff. I have,
Yeah, you got it. I feel you. You got a good old barrage of shit in your closet. That's all good. So, in that aspect, I'm asking that because, first of all, have you ever been with a woman before?
Yes.
What's your thoughts on that?
There's nothing. I have no thoughts on it. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm bisexual. I've been with a woman. I wouldn't be in a relationship with a woman. I can't see that. I love penis too much, but I have definitely messed with a woman sexually.
Would you? So you said you couldn't be in a relationship with. Would you be able to be in a relationship with a woman if she could understand you having a relationship with a dude as well? And y'all like a little triangle?
So what? Be in a poly relationship, basically.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
That's when you.
Yeah.
You shan't. Well, could you?
It's poly. No.
I don't know.
Not if I love you. If I love you, I don't think I could do that type of lifestyle.
You love him or her?
I don't think, if I love my man, I don't think I can do that lifestyle where I'm sharing you with another woman. I don't know. It doesn't sit right with me now. And that I don't judge nobody. I'm open to whatever everybody wants to do. I can do that if it's not for emotional attachments involved. Like if we're just gonna do it, and you know what I'm saying, like let's do this, and there's a plan and things are thought out. I would do it if there's, I'm not a jealous person, to that extent. If I agreed to something like that, I would do it.
Right.
But I can't do it with somebody that I'm in love with. My man, I'm in love with you. We can have threesomes. We can we can do things like that here and there.
Right.
Not an issue, as long as there's boundaries and respect comes into play. Right. But I have no problem mingling well with a woman, but not continuously in a poly relationship. I don't see myself doing that with my man.
What's your second favorite position?
When did I tell you my first?
I'll get to that in a second.
Oh.
I know what I asked. What's your second favorite position?
Okay, wait, hold on.
I see you pay attention. That's good.
Yeah, of course I pay attention. Second would have to be back shots.
So first would be. Let me guess.
Okay.
Well, that's why I asked the second, because I would figure I would always figure the first would be considered back shots. Mm-hmm. But the fact that you said that's the second, now I want to guess. What's that? Riding is your first? Now you gotta explain this to me now, sister.
I love missionary. Missionary is my shit.
You like looking in like.
It's. I mean, what gets me sexually aroused the most? Yes, that I mean, they all those are my top three as far as riding. Back shots and missionary. But missionary, that and I'm not the type of bitch to just lay there either. Like I will meet your thrust, and I will. I'm gonna.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna match your strokes. As long as you're stroking it right, I'm gonna match your strokes. I'm not a lazy bitch. I'm just not gonna sit there. But it's just that I don't know. It's just something about that missionary position that I really enjoy.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, back shots and riding, they come close behind second and third.
What gets you moist? Like
fingering. I love to be fingered.
What's the most amount of fingers you had inside you before?
I'm gonna say 4.
Oh,
matter of fact, 5. We'll be like this, right?
Like my type of
no,
hands, though? Like,
I don't know. No, not like the whole hand. I would never.
No,
be
I'm just saying
fisted. Like it wouldn't be like where it was continuous for the whole time. But I might have tried that because I love to get fingered, so it's kind of I like that. Like I prefer that over head.
Even though I don't know nothing about signs.
I'm a Virgo.
Stop,
I prefer that over head. I'm not a
Virgo. When your birthday? I'm a Virgo myself.
September 12th.
14.
Yeah.
2 days behind you. Check you out.
Virgo gang.
Right. That's what's up. Talk about it. And it kind of makes sense now that I'm even saying that shit. That's crazy. And I don't know nothing about signs. I'm not a sign person. But anyway, yeah. I feel you. So, what's your least favorite position? Like which one? You know what I'm saying? What you doing? What you could do without? Since you like ain't really too much boundaries and shit. Like what you?
I don't know. I mean, I like that sex from the off the bed, halfway off the bed. I mean, it's different. I don't have a least. But I mean, sometimes I don't feel like riding. Like that's the only position where I feel like sometimes I don't feel like doing it.
Right.
So it's kind of I don't know, but when I'm riding, I enjoy doing it because I know what I'm doing.
Whenever you do it.
Right. So it's like and that be turning me on to be in that type of control. So it's weird, but sometimes I'm not be in the mood for like that.
That's cool. I
never did that for any other position but that one. You know what I'm saying? Like I never.
Right. So let me see. You just said.
So it's weird.
Without riding, right? So you just said something about halfway off the bed, right?
Yeah, where he's standing and I'm
No, that's what I'm saying. I know where you going with it. Do you like getting your mouth fucked like that?
Yes,
I've done it before. You upside down.
Mm-hmm. I've done it before, yeah.
You like it?
It's cool.
See, this is why when you decide that you love it, that's gonna help that 8.5 go to like an 8.8. Nah, I'm trying.
All right then, I get it.
See what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A little saliva coming down your face and all that. This is what I'm trying to say.
I've done it. I mean, you like it, I love it. It is what it is. I've done it. It's never an issue for me. I've never done that.
Come on now.
It's not that I've never done that.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Add that to the awesome, just like it more. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
That's what's up. So in terms of that, right? What else? So what else turns you on besides fingers? I like that finger shit because I think I have spirit fingers. I say I have spirit fingers, but that's for a whole nother day. You know what I'm saying? We get into that a whole nother day. But I got the spirit fingers. That's what I like to say. But you definitely you going to heaven, man. I tell you, man. So what else besides that?
What do you mean?
Like your titties play with,
I like.
Dick, how you
I like my nipples. I like my nipples sucked on, of course. That's a given. Definitely play with my nipples.
All right. Okay. What else you like? Look at you. You in the zone right now. She said she like that. What else you like?
I don't know. I like when a man talks nasty to me.
Okay. That's funny. That leads me into my next question anyway. But continue though.
Yeah, I like to be a man to talk nasty.
Okay. So are you like a screamer or a moaner?
Moaner.
You're a moaner?
I've screamed, but more of a moaner.
Okay. Can sex be whack if you don't come? Like, can it be whack if you don't come? Like, can you still say sex is good if you didn't come?
If the sex was good, that means I came. So yeah, how can it be good and I didn't come?
Well,
how can it be good and I didn't come?
Maybe it felt good for the time that it felt good. Not that it was something that
So what happened where?
Like I'm not saying
where I didn't come and he didn't come, because for him to come, that means I came.
So you come whenever a dude come, that's how you operate. That's what you're saying.
What do you mean? I mean, more than likely, a man is gonna make sure that a woman comes first.
Yes, he should.
So, if you came, that means I came. So my thing is, if he didn't come, if I didn't come, then what happened that I didn't come?
So let me give you a scenario. Suppose quickie status.
Okay.
We just gonna get a few in real quick or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't really got time. We got to go to the opera or we got to go somewhere. We ain't got enough time to do what we need to do. Or we in the bathroom of the opera or some other shit. You know
I could see it like that. If you my man, yeah, I could see that. I mean, but I feel like if I'm really, really turned on by you, then I should come pretty quick.
What's your like in terms of moistness? Like how wet you get?
I'm a creamer.
No squirting?
I've squirted a few times. Not something that I really do regularly.
Right.
I feel like in order for me to squirt, it's more of a warm sensation that I have to feel. To warm like that, that warm lubricant. That's what set me off. Them 3, 4 times, 5 times that happened.
Okay. So has that not often?
Yeah, it's not something that I do. That's not what I do. Like, and it's rare. Really only had like two dudes do that. Make me squirt, right?
Okay. All right. So,
I'm a creamer. That's my
Okay.
That's my lane.
Shout out to the cream.
Shout out to the creamers.
Cash rules everything around.
Cream get the money.
You know what I'm saying? You was hilarious. So in terms of like if you had to go on an island, right?
Right now.
And
I wish I was there.
You could take one sex toy with you.
My rose.
Yeah, I should have known that from
and my rose has the small little penis on the end. So yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. I get the best of both worlds. There you go. Right, and it like pulsates, so it gyrates. So it's cute. It's cute.
Okay.
Shout out to him for buying that for me.
So in terms of the anal thing, right? You said you did it before, right? What's your thoughts on it? You like it? You don't like it?
It ain't something I do. I really don't. I don't know. I gotta be like drunk, and like you have to really like it gotta be one of those nasty nights. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not something I really do. Like, I don't really that's not something I'm so into.
So you've never asked for it, or have you ever asked for it?
Nah, I've never asked for it.
They just had.
I know some girls that do, like, and they're really into it. But I mean, that's not my.
That's not your bag. That's not your.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I mean, if it's something, I don't know. If my man got me used to it, like if that's something that he enjoys, and let's say we got used to it over time,
right?
Cool. Right. Then I would be open to it if you're my man. But Personally, it's not like a preference
of yours.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've done it plenty of times, so it's not.
Right. It's not something that you.
Yeah. It's not something I've only done 2-3 times. Like I've done it way more times than that. But it's not something that I've done recently. I haven't done that in a while. It's been a few years, honestly.
Oh shit! You said you do, huh?
Huh?
You said you do, huh?
I do, but it's been a while. If it's something I don't do, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, like I have sex so often anyways. But
it's alright, you out here doing big things, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, I try not, you know, I don't really.
It's all good. It's all good. I understand. They all understand, but I understand. So like, in terms of with the dudes, right? Like, matter of fact, before I even get to that question, what if you had to like pick a time of day or whatever the case is? That wagon is dragging that chair, huh? That wagon is dragging that chair. I see. I know what time it is.
The chair going backwards.
Shit. Maybe forget the question on the action. Fuck with that wagon.
Time of day.
Yeah, what time? If you had to pick a time of day that you would have sex, would it be morning, afternoon, night?
Of course, at night.
Wow.
Definitely at night. Set the mood. I can set the mood with some candles, late night. You know what I'm saying? After some dinner, get some drinks. It's more of a vibe.
Oh, you want to be romantic with it, like basically.
I mean, just set the mood. It don't gotta be so romantic. The sex don't gotta be romantic.
No, you talk about lighting
but
candles
just setting a vibe, setting a tone. Just setting a tone. It don't have to be all the time, but if you know, I don't. Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to think about what I do throughout my day. I'm usually busy throughout my day, so at night is usually that's what I enjoy. Morning sex be the shit too, but I like that.
It definitely do.
Late night sex. You know, the hours between, what is it, 10 and 3? 10 and 3. 10.
It take you a long time to come?
No. If I'm into you, no. If I'm really, and it depends on how much you turn me on prior. Like foreplay.
Right.
Or how much I was already turned on prior to.